Will Ten Hag be gone by next weekend?
Yes.
Leave your comments below. It's an interesting one.
I don't think he's going to... I don't know that he'll last more than a few days. They've got to be having conversations about getting rid of him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He'll either leave himself because of the state the club's in, or he'll get sacked.
I don't think he'll do that. I don't think there's no manager that ever walks away when the amount of money that's going to be on offer because them having to pay up your contract.
Good point.
You just don't do it. We're
Good
just
point.
talking about millions. Back in the day when they were on
Yeah, good
a
point.
few grand a week or whatever, then it didn't matter, did it? But nowadays...
But it's just poor results after poor results.
Nothing
Losing to Liverpool, yeah, but nothing ever changes.
Nothing ever changes.
No. Losing to Liverpool, 3-0. Not losing, but drawing against Crystal Palace away, who have been really poor this season. And then losing 3-0 to Spurs. Was it 3-1? I don't know.
3-0.
3-0. I mean, they look disjointed.
They've lost Fernandes for 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, we can debate that one. It's one of those. Who knows? But
Do you know what? I never thought I'd say this, but I actually feel a little bit sorry for the Man United fans.
no, I don't. No, I don't.
tiny bit.
I don't give two shits.
Just a really little bit.
I revel in it.
I would
I
hate
love it.
to be them. I really would.
Yeah, but you've been them. You've been there.
Oh, I was there. I've had my 30 years of being in the wilderness.
Give them 30 years of no
Let them
title.
have it as well, yeah. You know what? They've been horrible over the years.
They have.
Nasty bastards to us at times. So they can take it.
I mean, some of Man United fans I had at school were still
Toxic.
chatting shit and being so toxic when they were so shit themselves.
Yeah.
It's just funny. We had that one bad season and they're all chatting shit when they had that good season and finished third under Ten Hag. And then look at them now.
I saw a nice thing. I saw a thing earlier. I think it was like obviously a meme with all of them. And it's like, get back in your cave. All shouting after you beat Fulham and Bournemouth or something.
Oh,
and
and the meme I sent you with Rome wasn't built in a day.
oh yeah, it wasn't built by
but
idiots.
It wasn't built by a fucking idiot.
No, so I agree. I don't know if we'll get lots of comments hopefully, and people will tell us what they think. But
Yeah.
I think he will be gone before the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know who they're going to bring in. Ollie. We talked about this.
Ollie's
before.
at the wheel. Woo.
Maybe Ronaldo wants to be a manager.
Yeah, he won't give up the billions he's earning in Saudi Arabia. But yeah, I mean they've just been the players don't look like they care anymore.
Do you know what I've said? They look to me like they're shell shocked.
Yeah,
Like a lot of them are kind of questioning why the hell did I sign for this club?
yeah,
Where am I
anyone would.
going? What's my career going to do if I stay here? Rashford 100% is thinking that. And he's just torn because he's a local lad or whatever and he doesn't want to feel like be seen as a traitor if he goes somewhere else. But his head must be telling him, get out of here as quick as you can.
yeah.
You know? Look at Sancho is a happy person again.
He was happy
Playing
at Dortmund.
good football.
When he was at Dortmund last season, towards the last 6 months, and he got to a Champions League final. He's at Chelsea and he looks happy.
He's now enjoying his football, happy,
It's
completely
toxic.
different person.
It's a toxic
There's something
atmosphere.
very, very wrong at that club. And it's been like it for years.
And new owners, and it still doesn't seem to have changed.
No. And like we said the other day, I couldn't believe that they gave him a new contract. They must have had somebody they could bring in that they thought might change something.
I don't think there was.
Well, they were scouring Europe, weren't they? And they reckon
Thomas Tuchel failed at so many clubs.
Tommy Tuchel.
It ends badly. It goes sour.
It always does, yeah.
With him. What, you bring in Antonio Conte? No defensive football. It didn't really work out at Spurs.
Yeah.
He's a Serie A merchant.
Southgate.
No, just I can't even take that seriously. The United, I'd love to see it just so I can see the meltdown of Mark Goldbridge.
I suppose that would be funny.
That would be.
They can't be considering him because when
No.
they were looking for people, they would have brought him in then if they were properly,
Yeah.
seriously
Because
considering
they
him.
knew he would leave.
Maybe Roy Keane.
Jesus Christ, I'd be scared for the
Maybe
players'
Mr. Keane.
lives.
Maybe Mr. Keane can come and put his money where his mouth is again now after he tried management a little while ago and gave up on it.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
now he's just likes to chat on punditry.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's got it in him.
Refund.
He's probably not. I think I don't know. Keane probably fell out of love with the club, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
With the way he left and all that, so probably no.
This is the problem where when you look at the managerial market, there's nothing. There's literally nothing on the market.
Oh, it's hilarious. It is hilarious.
But I genuinely think it's more than managers. It's top to bottom in that club, and they're either going to stick with him or they're not.
Yeah.
It might not be the manager's fault, but unfortunately, the manager's the one that needs the results. And
He's
the
the one who
results
spent
aren't going
500 million quid over 5 transfer windows.
600 million.
Over 5 transfer windows, and has
Three.
got literally...
5 transfers.
He's had 5, and he's got literally nothing to show for it.
It's poor.
It's terrible.
It's poor.
If it was Liverpool in that position, mate, I'd be
Oh.
in a very, very dark
I think
place.
that a lot of United fans are starting to pull their heads out of the sand and realise that maybe it is time for Ten Hag to go.
They must...
I think Mark Goldbridge was very much stick with him.
Yeah.
But he's saying this season there's no excuse for the results that they've
They
been.
can't carry on.
They can't.
It's, they've bought in quality players.
They're just disjointed and they don't care.
have a plan, do they?
Are they fighting for the manager, the players? Are the players fighting for the manager?
I think I was listening to something earlier, and I think they're saying that there will be cliques of players in that group who are talking behind the manager's back.
Yeah.
It goes on.
That's how you start to lose the dressing room.
Goes on, and there will be people talking about how they don't really necessarily agree with his tactics, or they don't agree with what he's doing, or they don't like the man.
Yeah.
You know? And the man is deluded. All right, he may not be deluded when he's with them, but he comes out and speaks to the press
In the
and tries,
media.
and he's
After the
obviously
Liverpool
trying
loss.
to shield the players. But
It's so difficult.
he also has at times thrown some of them under the bus. And
Sancho,
it's like,
for example,
exactly.
talking about his mental health in public.
Yeah.
That's poor.
So I don't know that the man has not got the wherewithal to manage that club.
No.
And all right,
He's a good tactician.
it's
He
no,
worked at Ajax.
it's not particularly a slight on him to say that,
No.
because since Ferguson left,
No one has.
nobody's had it.
No.
That ability to manage that club. It's a poison chalice that I don't see anybody. It's like
Yeah.
being the England manager.
It is.
You know, you can never win.
Yeah.
So
It's one of those where.
long may it continue.
Yes.
Sorry, is what I say.
Yes, 100%. As Liverpool fans, obviously, we're
Yeah.
going to say that because we enjoy it. He's got to be on track to lose the dressing room.
It's got to be already happening.
Yeah.
I think
This season.
there will be murmurings in that dressing room behind his back about what's he on about.
Yeah.
What's this training there? What's going on there? Why have we done that? The talk the other day, I think we mentioned it in one of our other videos, Ericsson talking about how the other team wanted it more than them.
How can you?
You
have that?
can't come out.
Yeah, you can't.
And he was the captain that day, wasn't he? And to say that you admit that the other team wanted it more than you is criminal.
FC Twente wanted
And
it
it's-
more
yeah,
than Manchester
it's
United in
criminal.
the Europa League.
It's criminal. And they're, Neville is right that it's a disgusting performance in the first half yesterday.
But then they come out in the second half, 2 minutes, 47th minute, they concede a goal.
Yeah.
It's so poor.
I know.
They are not fighting for that manager anymore.
Doesn't look like it.
They are disjointed. They don't care. Bruno Fernandes is
A rat.
scrappy and yeah. So unfortunately, or fortunately, maybe for United fans, more fortunately, that he might get the sack.
I think they'll be looking.
What's their
forward
next
to it.
game? Hold on.
They must have a.
They've got Porto on Thursday and then
Porto,
Aston Villa. Wait, no, Thursday. Yeah. Aston Villa next Sunday. So Porto and then Villa. That's difficult. If he goes out there with not 2 wins, it's gone. He's gone. He is gone.
If he even makes it to then.
Yeah, they might, but then
I
again,
think if they go to Porto and get heavily beaten, they might just cut the losses then.
I don't know if they'll sack him before the Aston Villa game, just because
The next game will be along very soon after. There's no gaps, is there? To say
well, then there's Brentford and
Yeah.
the next week.
there's no gaps, is there?
You got a week.
They
Because
have
there's
got
no
a week's gap in between.
They do after Villa
Sunday
the
to
next
Saturday, is
game.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sunday
So maybe he'll go
to
then.
yeah. So
Well, you said by Halloween, didn't you?
I did say by Halloween. You've said. Well,
By
we've
next
said
weekend.
we've said that this video would be by next weekend. So after next weekend, the sack
Yeah,
before the Brentford match.
yeah. and then maybe they will poach a manager from somewhere else.
Ollie's at the wheel.
I'm just thinking somebody else who's in a job like Thomas Frank.
Do they go with the not so obvious choice?
That's what I'm wondering. Somebody who's at a lesser club. No disrespect to Brentford, but
They're an amazing club.
they are brilliant, brilliantly run club, and everything about them is fantastic. But they're not at the level of Man U. But we've just said the Man U job's a poison chalice. So why would he leave where he is, where he's having fun and enjoying himself, scoring in the first minute of every freaking game?
3 games in the first minute of the was brilliant.
And go to that almost
think
where managers go to die at Man U.
I think, and players go to die. I genuinely think that Thomas Frank has too much loyalty towards Brentford.
That's a very, very a statement in football that you can't make. There is no loyalty in football.
Well, there is loyalty,
Sometimes.
but I don't think he'd leave mid-season after doing really well this season. Then the only one you would try and maybe target is maybe what's his name, Marcus Silva at Fulham.
He's not that good though, is he?
No, come on. I think he's class. I think he's been brilliant at Fulham. Fulham are a brilliant team. They are a brilliant team. Then you look at elsewhere. Where would you look at abroad for someone? There's nothing.
Zidane's still available, isn't he?
Yeah, he won't go, and I don't think he'd do well.
No.
So it's kind of
Mourinho will come back because he's unhappy in Turkey, isn't he?
Yeah, but I can't see it. He could try and poach Eddie Howe, but I don't think he'd leave.
I don't think he will. Not with the money that he's.
Hey, David Moyes.
David Moyes.
He's available.
Yeah, why not? They didn't, like we said, didn't give him enough of a chance. Probably. Well, he did have a chance, didn't he? But he was the first one, wasn't he, after Fergie? That was always going to be impossible.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't care either, to be honest. That is the one thing, isn't it? It isn't really our problem.
No.
It's fun to talk about, and it's fun to make fun of them.
Always is. It's always a privilege.
But I think we'll wrap it up there with recapping that we think Ten Hag will be gone by next weekend. Please tell us in the comments what you reckon.
Definitely. Give us a shout.
Cheers all.
Bye-bye.